Hey everyone, what's going on? Chris or SeeFour here. Today we're going to be going over how to play Wraith more effectively into the highest potential in Lawbreakers. The open beta 2 is this week, and so far I've been really enjoying it, but this is going to be basically how to play him in as effective as a manner as possible. Let's just get into it. Okay guys, so one of the biggest things about Wraith is that I would classify him as a highly mobile assassin, and that's how you should be playing him, as someone that's highly mobile who just moves around the map, pretty much targeting I'd say weaker targets first, or more important targets like the battle medic if they have one, targeting them first and then moving on to every other person. Now, one of the biggest things that he has at his advantage, like I said, is mobility, and you can exploit this, I'd say, by doing, I don't know if it's 100% intentional, but if you actually do your slide into a jump instantly, you will basically just fly across the map. It'll launch you forward, as you can see in these clips right now. I'm using that super much, pretty much on cooldown when I need to move anywhere. Now, as you can see, he does have 3 bars on the left, which are typically something like dashes on like Gunslinger or double jump in this case, and the Wraith. Now, with the Wraith, however, one of the biggest things about that double jump is those will come off of cooldown if you're in the air long enough, or the second you touch the ground, they will actually come off cooldown. And again, I'm not sure if that's 100% intended, but that's what will happen. It'll actually, the second you touch the ground, it'll come off cooldown and you'll have all 3 of them again, which this can be really useful. Again, just helping your mobility out, especially in zones where there is no gravity, I should say, because you can do your slide, jump, and then the second you touch the ground, you'll probably have your slide off cooldown, because it's on like, I think, a 4 or 3 second cooldown. It's pretty dang low. You know, it's pretty dang low, the cooldown, in my opinion, and that's actually a good thing, because again, he's a highly mobile assassin, so he's really squishy, but he can do a lot of damage up close because of that machine pistol, as well as his right click is that lunge that does, I believe, 150 damage. Next thing, let's talk about, we've talked about his movements, we've talked a little bit about his weapons, but let's go ahead and talk about his E ability, which is one of his abilities, and is overall one of my favorite abilities. You saw in my other video, or you will see, I should say, in my other video of Lawbreakers, where I'm doing some highlights reels, that you can actually use this to bait people out. And the way that I use this sometimes is that if I'm going to go heal and I know someone's chasing me, I will literally just drop one down right at my feet and just go to the healing. What that's going to do is it's a timed bomb that it will explode after a certain time. And I also use this as well as to play the objective with him, especially in things like capture zone, or especially in just capture zone overall, because that's the easiest one. You just throw it on the objective, it'll deter them a little bit from trying to get it, and that's overall super cool in my opinion, that you can help out the objective a lot. If you do manage to 6 someone with this though, however, it's gonna do major damage, and basically it's gonna allow you to finish off the kill. Overall, it's a really great ability. It is a little bit on the longer bit of a cooldown though, so you're gonna have to watch out for that. Next thing I want to talk about is his ultimate ability. Now, his ultimate ability, I think it's okay-ish cooldown, because what it does, it actually goes ahead and slows everyone down. It shoots a purple beam, and it will actually slow the entire enemy team that is caught in that beam. Whoever is caught in that beam will be slowed down significantly, so much so that you can literally just run up to them, go ahead and destroy them from right there. Just go ahead and melee them a couple times, or shoot them in the head in melee, and it is really good. Like, it's a pretty good ultimate if you do it right. The thing is about it is that it's like a cone. It's not a cone, it's like a Kamehameha basically from Dragon Ball Z. It's just a straight circle, and I think that's the one downside to that ability. In my opinion, if they made it more like a little cone or a bubble around you that just does it instantly, I think that would be a little bit better, because I miss this thing like 99% of the time that I use it. I actually miss it because of the fact that it travels so slow, and that it takes a little bit to come out from when you do it. In my opinion, that's one of the major drawbacks of it, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like his ability that much. Now, other than that, I mean, comboing things, this guy has a pretty nasty combo. If you actually combo your slide into a melee, you will actually go ahead, and I believe it does like double damage or something. I've killed people that are at half health with this thing, and it is disgustingly good. I've one-shotted someone before with this. It gets disgustingly good. You know, if you do that slide melee, especially because they won't see it coming. It does so much damage, it's so good. And honestly, that's one of the biggest things as well. And also I'm noticing, and this might not be true, I'm just maybe like seeing this in the playbacks, you know, like in my head, whatever, but if you actually get a kill, it actually does reset your jumping bars as well, like if you're in the air. Now, when speaking of the air, I actually want to bring this up. This is one of the major downsides to this character, is that he actually is really bad in air combat because of the fact that he can't slide in midair. He's just kind of gonna be stuck there, and just especially if you're floating high, it's just not gonna work out too well. I've gotten killed so many times because I am stuck just in the air and I can't float back down, and it just doesn't work for me. And I would recommend, like, things in air, I mean, don't mess with those too much. Like, if you can stay away from the air, that's even better. If not, then I guess you're just gonna have to try to find some way to try to stay on the ground as much as possible. Other than that, that's really how you're gonna play Wraith more effectively, as a speedy assassin type of thing. So other than that, it's gonna be just basically going up again, learning those combos of the right click and the left click, just basically shooting and then rolling with a knife and then the slide. But just use those combos very well. The slide jump is one of the best combos, and he's one of the best people for things like blitzball because you can do that, or even for the overcharge, because you can basically grab the battery, jump and do the lunge thing, and it'll lunge you all the way across the map, and you'll basically be at your base. Other than that, guys, please check out Wraith. He's an awesome character in my opinion. A lot of people are really liking him so far. His gun is pretty cool. Other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. If this did help you out, or if you did enjoy the video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you guys want some more. I'm going to try to do one of these for every class, as much as I can do them. For those of you people that did not get into the closed beta, this is going to be for you as well as for everyone that did get into the closed beta and can't play on the launch day. But either way, guys, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.